Right, so just want to look in this quickly about some kind of ambiguous assault, right? So ambiguous assault could be an overzealous handshake, where somebody just won't let go of your hand and they're squeezing into a satanic dominance, right? Or it could be some kind of point gesture in the face where you've got some sort of obstruction and there's a barrier. Another that you quite often see, you used to see it in my day, is somebody suddenly putting up their hands like a boxing guard. This is quite familiar with, popular with travellers. Travellers will do this. You want to get some sport, boy. It'll be like this, and big fucking pikey rings on, and you don't want to get hit by them. But somebody suddenly doing this, or pulling off their shirt and putting up their hands. I mean, this is a kind of ambiguous type of assault threat that will escalate very quickly into physical violence. So, how would you deal with it? Well, just looking at the boxing guard idea, if somebody suddenly done that, I wouldn't recommend, pushing off and setting up your own boxing guard and now having a match fight, unless that's been pre-decided and you're going to go outside and you've got, there's no seconds, no one else going to jump in. Those days are gone. What you're likely to find is as soon as you engage in this with somebody else, his friend is probably behind you stabbing you. So always expect two things: expect a weapon and expect more than one subject, right? But quick way in which you can deal with it. First of all, you want to at least keep your hands up, so keep your blade position, keep a normal fence structure, drop your chin, right? Try and negotiate as you're speaking. This offers the same tactical platform as this, although it's not aggressive. But I can still hit from here real quick and I can cover my head should you throw a shot. So I want to be operating from here first of all. It's just a couple of ways in which you could deal with this. Understand it's just holding it here for the purpose of demonstration so I can show you something. It will be sudden and it will be goading and it will be moving and the hands might start moving straight away. So this is here for a blink, right? So in Wing Chun they would use a lot of methods to clear an obstruction, what many would know as trapping. Right? So one of the structures that they would use is just literally jutting down the hand, jutting hand like so again. And what I'm looking to get from it is that little pull, that little cluck from his chin. So jut sao was jerking hand, right? And if for those that are physically endowed enough, you could use double jut sao just to pull the structure forward, right? But the action of literally just a small scoop, jerking down with the little finger side of the wrist and pulling forward creates this unbalancing and this cluck. But what it also does is it clears the obstruction that I might have thoroughfare to his chin, right? So you could actually get away with this in boxing. So, as an example, this feedback now I'm giving you comes from a seminar that I did with, just switch your lead a minute, with Phil. Went to a Phil Norman seminar the other day and he talked about trapping. And he was talking about, so if this guy was, let's say in this case, southpaw, you would match the lead and I might bait him here with a fake so that this stiffens up. And as I bait him here, I move my foot to the outside. So I want my foot outside, but I don't want him to see me doing it. So I want to bait him here. If I just bait a couple of times, now I pull it down, boom, now I'm in, because now it's relaxed. So it's bait, pull down, boom, boom, then I'll work off that, right? So imagine with gloves on, it can work in the context of bait, pulls down, and then hit. Off that, just literally slap the glove down to hit. That's all jut sao is. Now if we look at it in the context of that sport, you're trapping or removing the lead barrier. We're near close enough in the context of sport to touch the rear barrier, right? But in the context of the street, the person is less than 2 feet and you're here, now I'm in the range to do just that, right? Simplest thing to do from here, literally, if I clear this, is to work off it, just hit 1, 2 off that. And that could be punches, could be palms, could be whatever. So the first method to suddenly clear the guard is just sao it down. As I do it, drop weight. That gives me that little cluck. Look off that just with a blitz. Right? Another motion that you can implement is you can split it. So I could push one here and push one here. This is more in the context of controlling or pushing him out. If he put his hands up, I can just push on both from here and then just slash in from there and over the top with elbows. This would be another means of trapping the obstruction. And of course, the one that you already know, which is from here, any kind of obstruction, just flank it and then hit from there. And that works equally well with your finger pointing gesture. From here, just try and clear it and hit with that. It's just a couple of ways in which you can implement the concept of trapping to remove a boxing guard.